funny when his beard goes. It's really funny when his beard goes.
He's going all the way up. It's strong.
Don't die. Don't fall off the mountain either. Whole lot more go on the DAT than the freaking go-kart or the quad. I think I hear him coming back up the mountain. She gets it. You might want to get up and out of the way. As long as you don't fall off the mountain, we're good. She goes. Oh, it's going to no man's land. I hear him again over the generator. We need to eat dinner. I don't think he's gonna stop. Oh. What you think?
Oh, great.
Great.
Yeah, up till this last down. So right in front of the house that had all the flowers, really big rivet. I almost hit it with a
Has a little bit of power, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
You ready to eat?
Huh?
You ready to eat?
Yeah, can I go one more time though?
I guess. So, I do believe I've said that I got the kids a mini bike. It's a Coleman. What is that? A B200cc. And that's not the exact numbers. It's got a few letters after all that crap. So I just downloaded an app to check. Oh, I put an aftermarket exhaust. I'm thinking about getting an aftermarket carburetor with air cleaner because this is really restrictive. I'm thinking about taking the governor out of this, but the throttle linkage right here, and I'm gonna call it the throttle linkage because you pull the throttle, it moves. I've heard other people call it other stuff. I'm calling it the throttle linkage. All I've done is mess with this. Well, I downloaded an app on my phone to track speed, and it gives a max speed, and I just drove the mini bike around, and I got it up to 39 miles an hour for a top speed. And that's just messing with the throttle linkage. I pulled the throttle wire through, tightened it back up because there was a little slack in that. And then I basically just tightened up this. You probably can't see it, but there's a little screw right there. I backed that out. And according to the app, says I already got it up to 39 miles an hour top speed. So I'm thinking if I take off this stock air cleaner and carburetor and take out this governor, I'm wondering how close to 50 miles an hour I can get this sucker. Mama might not be too happy with that. But more speed equals more fun? Question mark. It's a fun little bike. And it came with adjustable shocks. Suspension, whatever you want to call it. So I'm actually thinking about playing with that a little bit too. And this hauls, and we got a steep mountain. Just saying. I mean, it's pretty dang steep. And this thing hauls my big old butt up the mountain with a small kid in my lap so they can enjoy this thing too. So far, so good. But I figured I'd update what the kids get to have a little bit of fun with anyway. Now, we bought it. Of course, it was put together from the factory and then assembled where we bought it from. I've already lost a couple screws, or nuts and bolts, whatever you want to call them. So I got to replace a few of those, and then we're going to go through and make sure everything's tightened down with either some Loctite or some something to make sure no more back out. But if that app's correct, and I got a top speed right now of 39 miles an hour, that's a quick little mini bike thus far. There are quicker ones out there. Of course, people are modding them. But, like I said, aftermarket carburetor and air cleaner. Probably get it to 43-ish, give or take. If I get that governor out of there, that should give me some dang. I mean, if I sit my butt all the way back and I hit the throttle right now, I can pretty well pop a wheelie. And this is a heavy little bike. But alright. I would say the motor, between me and the kids, have got it pretty well broke in. I need to do an oil change just from the break-in. And then I got to go to the store and replace some nuts and bolts that have fallen off. Lost one of these, which holds the shroud on right there. So, but yeah, there's an update.
girls will never know that you did it right the first time.
I know, they'll never know I did it right the first time.
No, you're not doing that.
That rock right there is messing me up.
Didn't mess you up the first time.
Because the second time he kicked it up.
You do know it's not a dirt bike, right?
We'll get it again. We'll get it! Dang it!
There you go.
I'm the king! Told you. So I got it on my first and my fourth attempt. Second and third, nothing. See, I had to move some rocks out of the way, that's all.
A little bit of an update on the mini bike. Aftermarket muffler or exhaust. The muffler portion did not last very long. The weld here came off, and then of course vibrated the compression. So weld busted. So I'll probably put the stock one back on, and maybe we'll do a different aftermarket one at another point. Alright, I'm gonna do an update. Nobody tell my wife. She won't like this. So on the mini bike, it had a 196cc in there. I was actually doing videos on governor deletion, but as I tore the 196cc bike apart, I noticed the engine block had a crack in it. So we upgraded to a max performance 224cc from Harbor Freight. Now, with it completely stock, right after it rained, I think I topped out at 43 miles an hour with me being cautious. Today, we put, I believe this is a VM22 aftermarket carb. Put a gas shutoff on it just to be safe. Air filter or gas filter. Put a gas filter on the tank so the tank can breathe fine. Put an air filter on the header there so that can breathe. Adjusted the I'm gonna say throttle, but that ain't it. The idle. I adjusted the idle, and I just topped out at 47 miles an hour. I do believe this bike is rated for 200 pounds. I'm north of 250, guaranteed. And I topped out at 47. I'm sure these kids that don't weigh a dang thing are going faster. Now, right now, I am kind of sort of bypassing the governor. I got it just fully back. Ooh, that's hot. Fully back. I drilled a hole in the frame there just to put the governor spring here so the governor's open all the way all the time. Quite a bit more touchy because when I first got on it and I hit the throttle, which I went real hard, I about lost the bike. So no more going, you gotta ease into it right now. But if we do a governor deletion and do an aftermarket muffler, top speed limits in this area are 55 miles an hour.
She wants me to make.
If I put an actual light on the back, I bet I guarantee we could probably get up to 55, maybe a little more. I think a muffler, aftermarket muffler, would probably give us, it's conservatively, let's say an extra 2 miles an hour, just because it will breathe better. Full governor deletion. I bet we can get more. I bet we can get at least 55, if not more. But lots of fun. Got hit by a bug into my shoulder. That hurt. That was probably when I was hitting the top speed around 47. But a lot more responsive now with the aftermarket carb. A lot more touchy from the get-go. So normally it would start off kind of slow and then it would pick up speed. Now it's like feather that dang freaking throttle, because you pull it all the way, you might lose the bike. But lots of fun. Remember, do not tell my wife. Is this like a letter where it's a PS for afterthoughts? We also took the carb apart. I do believe the jet in there was at 80. And I took that out and we put a 150 in there. So more fuel, more air equals faster. All that combined equals more fun as far as I can tell. So yeah, I do believe it was an 80 jet. I put in a 150 jet. Now the old 196 motor, actually my son says he believes is a bigger tank. So now we got a bigger jet, which means we're using more fuel. We might see about swapping out the tanks if the other one is bigger and holds more fuel. So, but yeah, I should have said that in the first little video, but I kind of forgot that we swapped out the jet. So, yeah. Alright, so I just looked up the base stats for this bike. And from Coleman Power Sports website, the max speed on this thing is 23 miles an hour. I'm way overweight for it. I got to 47, of course, new engine, aftermarket carb, kind of sort of bypassing the governor. That's just going from a 196 to a 224, bypassing the governor, aftermarket carb. I've gained 24 miles an hour because I got up to 47. Max speed's supposed to be 23, and we could still make this go faster. And there's people on the interwebs that have taken the older style mini bikes and they've juiced them up to 70. I'm not going to do that. The kids ride this. I don't need anyone dying. But just having fun with it. Gaining 24 miles an hour over what the max speed is supposed to be. Directly from Coleman Power Sports. Sounds like a lot of fun to me. Before I forget, I need to give props to my son, Jonathan. So this mini bike. Yes, we swapped from the 196 stock motor to the 224 Predator, but we had to tear down the 196 so that we could put stuff from that onto the 224. So we had to take all this off, both engines. We had to take the flywheel off, the magnets we had to swap around, the internals behind the flywheel we had to take off the other one to put onto here. That way the headlight and this throttle stop to just kill switch. That's what it's called, the damn kill switch. I knew what it was and I had a brain fart. Because this engine actually comes with a kill switch here, which this is no longer valid. This is no longer valid because this is the original kill switch. Completely deleted that out so that the kill switch up here would work. So my son and me, but I made sure he did a lot of the work. Completely tore out this whole side of both engines and took everything we needed off the 196 and put it onto the 224. Like, we had to put the flywheel, the magnets, the internals behind the flywheel, which is also the spark plug, all the wires that plug in here, all that had to be changed from the 196 over to the 224. So without actually getting inside the block, this whole half of the engine was tore out by my son, both engines, so they could put stuff from the 196 onto the 224, so the headlights and everything would still work off of this engine. So I do need to give him props, and I don't think I did, so I want to make sure I do, because he did a good job. We took pretty much a good portion of half a day swapping everything out, and we're doing it all on dirt and gravel, by the way. It's not like we have a clean shop where we're trying to build a dang house on the side of a mountain to do any of this with. We're doing it on dirt and rock, trying to keep everything, you know, clean, so no dust and rocks and sand and stuff gets inside all these components. And then if you don't know, this dang bike has front and back hydraulic brakes and adjustable shocks for the rear, or, you know, adjustable suspension, whatever you want to call it. So it is a cool little bike. Honestly, my wife made a jokingly comment to the kids about getting another one so they can ride together. I might end up getting another one. I don't know if I'll do, you know, it'll probably stay stock, because gotta have one be able to beat the other, right? But my son did a good job. He did a lot of this work. Today we put the aftermarket carb on there. I walked him through how to do the throttle cable straight from the handle all the way down. Walked him through how to change out the 80, the jet that's 80 to the 120. I think in a previous video I said it was a 150. No, it's a 120. And get everything connected. Everything worked. Showed him how to adjust the idle. So it's been a good project for me and my son, and thoroughly enjoyed working this with the kids. And Jamie Lynn, you know, she's changed out the carb on the go-kart, and she's done a lot of work on the go-kart, so I figured this would be a good opportunity for my son to learn some stuff, and I've been learning stuff too. I mean, I probably spent a few weeks watching videos and making sure I had stuff straight before I started tinkering with something I haven't done before. So everything's working beautifully, and yeah, both my kids have been quite active on working on this stuff every time it breaks. The go-kart broke again just the other day. Gas pedal broke. The throttle cable broke off the gas pedal is what I should say. But we got that fixed again. Found out that the throttle linkage on the back had a missing spring, which, seems I was changing to a different carburetor on there, I stole the spring from that throttle linkage because that was getting deleted anyway. Put it onto this throttle linkage. But yeah, the kids have been taking it upon themselves to work on this stuff, keep it running. I mean, this mountain's tears stuff up pretty easily and pretty quickly. The gear right off the drive shaft coming off the go-kart motor has broke. We've got that fixed. The gear right on the rear axle has broke. We've got that fixed. All on the go-kart. You know, it's not like they're just running a flat street back and forth like the house we moved from. Dang mountain. So, and the kids are doing a good job taking up the responsibility of trying to make sure their stuff they get to have fun with stays working. or adjusting stuff so it works better. So I just wanted to make that shout out. All right, so Jessica said we had to get a second frickin' mini bike. Yes, I said frickin'. Jessica doesn't look amused. That way the two kids can ride together. The other mini bike, which is down over yonder, is the one that we've souped up, put a bigger motor on, aftermarket carb, aftermarket muffler. Now you just put the aftermarket muffler on it. This is stock. So the governor lever on the other side wasn't acting right, so we had to change some springs and fix some springs because the spring was bent and stretched out and wasn't compressed as much as the spring should have been. And then we realized, oh, there's no oil in it. There's supposed to be oil in it. Of course, my dumb butt didn't check to verify that before starting it. So we put oil in it. Didn't run it for very long, so it shouldn't have damaged the engine. But we put the kickstand down while it was running. We noticed oil's leaking out. So the gasket to get into the internals of the engine, I could pretty much literally unscrew them with my fingers. Now I can't blame, because we got this from Tractor Supply, can't blame Tractor Supply because I'm sure it came in a crate with only the front handlebars, forks, and wheel not attached. That's normally how these type of bikes come in. So they would have only assembled that front portion onto the rest of it. So that makes me think it came from the factory to where the 6 screws that hold the internals of the engine together were not tightened down at all, and neither was the header gasket there. Those were pretty much loose as one was tight, the other 3 were loose as crap. So we didn't even pull the governor out of it, and we had the entire engine completely apart a minute ago. Jamie Lynn's finishing up putting it together, had to redo the chains because we took the clips off the chains to get the chains off, pulled everything out. So now it's got fresh oil on top of the fresh oil we had put into it because we had immediately had to drain it so we could open it up. So she does have an aftermarket carburetor coming in Wednesday. And then she'll decide if I would personally want to have an aftermarket muffler as well, just so everything breathes better. I don't like this one. This was $100 cheaper, but it was on sale for $100 less than that, so $200 cheaper than the other one. But there are no front brakes. I like the fact that the other one has rear and front brakes, and the other one it is belt driven and then chain on the other side, where this is chain here and then a little chain behind that. But we walked through. Jamie Lynn did a good job. I helped out quite a bit. After all this with the mini bikes and the go-karts and the ATVs, we better be full-fledged dang mechanics now.
Jonathan's past shop class.
Jonathan's past shop class. We even had to put, of course, when we pulled the side of the motor off to get to the inside, of course the pistons fell through. So of course you can't put them back in, which is why we had to pull the header off. So we had to put the pistons back in through this side once the motor was all put together. So we put the motor together, filled it back with oil, took the head gasket off right there, right there, that silver part, and then put the pistons back down through. I've already tested it a few times to make sure there were no leaks and everything before we put everything back together. Don't over tighten because you'll crack the plastic circles. Yeah. So you don't want to over tighten those, Jamie Lynn. But she hasn't really driven it yet. I've test drove it, and that's how we found out about the oil leak and all that. So I think this is going to be, now it's all put together and tools are going to put back together. I think she gets to test drive. So it's been a fun day. I don't even know what time it is or when we started tearing a motor apart.
We started at like 10:30, I think. It's 1:56.
1030 156. We completely disassembled a 196cc motor and put it back together with the chain, both chains and everything. That's not too bad, I guess. I think we're getting too used to this crap. I don't. Maybe we're doing this a little too much now. Oh man, but yeah, that's where we're at. So that's 2 mini bikes, a broken quad. I don't know if we're going to replace the whole engine or just sell it back to where we bought it from for spare parts, which is an option. He said he would buy it back for spare parts. Go-kart still running. That's the thing we've had the longest too, is the go-kart, and that thing is still running strong. And Mama's new toy. Mama's new toy up there. But alright, that's enough yapping. Alright, so this is gonna be Jamie Lynn's first ride. I test drove it, found issues, and then we tore the motor apart. You'll see that in a little bit ago. First test drive after tearing the engine apart and putting it back together. We're gonna stay with the stock engine on this, but she does have an aftermarket carburetor coming in because we do like those. We'll probably up the jet on that. I think the carburetor comes with an 85 or a 90 jet in it. We're gonna probably put a 120 in it. That one will win every single race, so they're not gonna race.
We're not racing anyway because we're gonna be safe, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be safe.
All right, Jamie.
We're gonna have fun.
Jamie Lynn, this is your picture
I'd
shot.
win by a good bit.
This is your picture shot.
This is your picture shot.
Ready?
What are
I
you
was taking a picture.
So that's got a 196 from the factory that had a 196. Now has a 224 with aftermarket muffler, carburetor, governor's completely gone. That one has the governor. We'll bypass that governor too once the new carb comes
If I
in.
were to crank it, I'd probably hit a backflip.
Right here.
I don't know. Alright, you ready?
Oh yeah, both pull first pulls. Watch this one. This one wants to go. See that one? There they go.
Gotta pop this off too.
All right, so she says it goes too slow for her, even though the black one is too much power for her after all the modding. So even though we're changing the carburetor Wednesday or Thursday, we're going to change out the jets and the carburetor. Go ahead and pull that off.
Yeah, but don't I need to take
Yeah, take that off.
Do I gotta shut the gas off?
Yeah, you got to shut the gas and the choke off so that can come off. Take that hose off.
Ow.
Who needs shot class?
Not a V12 engine, dude.
Please go play.
Seen that one? So you like spread the batter
And then
part.
try it.
Yep, go ahead and pull it up and push it up with the screwdriver if you can.
It's like scrambled
Or I think that we should just use the little squeezy
I
bottle.
don't know if it's gonna go.
I make little drops and you have little mini pancakes.
It's
You
not
need
gonna
me to help?
Probably. I
Alright,
can get
gotta
it.
put the phone down. Alright, I helped her take the gas line off. Of course it was going to leak because we don't have a gas shut off on there yet. We will have that on there when the new carb comes. So we just plugged it with a bolt. And it's not really leaking that much anymore. So, this needs to come off. You need to be very careful you don't mess up the gasket. Nope. Oh, you gotta take the spring off and you gotta pull this back and you gotta take this rod off too. You gotta be careful not to, yep. Just be careful not to mess those up. If you have to use the needle nose are right here.
So, I don't know. Like he's falling off.
Just try. Well, just be easy and let it go. And then that one, you gotta kind of.
Why's the milk out?
Oh, this one.
Yep, and that one's gonna come out too.
Why's the milk out?
I probably left it out.
You took the hot dogs out, did you not? Oh, put the milk back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a big deal. People leave stuff out all the time. I just put it
Oh,
away.
this is
Huh?
running me.
Criticize them for it.
I think Chris is a size thing.
Yeah, see, that needs to come out.
I said, Mom, did you leave the milk out? Or I said,
Alright, go ahead and pull that off. Oh, I need to sit my fat butt on this dang friggin'. Alright, no, don't lay this down because you're going to get all dirt and hair and everything in there. So you got to keep this clean. Alright, so now you're going to unbolt that bottom screw. Nope, the one in the center. Don't flip it over. Hold it like this.
Okay, how do I unbolt it?
Oh, this one's different. This one doesn't have a bottom screw right there. Alright, now I gotta pause and figure this out.
Got the little, like, dustbin
Alright,
thing.
so carburetor
And
that
then
came
put
off it,
down at the poop.
but
Then got the
there's
little
no
shovel
screw
thing
there
scoop it
to
into
release
it,
this so we can
and
get
scoop
into
in
where
some
the
poop
jets
and
are.
off of it.
So we do have extra carburetors from everything that we've been doing. So here's a carburetor from one of the other bikes. The Jet was a 72. 72. We're going to throw a 95 and a new Mini in there. So there you go, Jamie Lynn. This goes up in that hole like that.
I would have a dog tomorrow if it would do that.
Like this?
100%, man.
And then this one here,
I'll get a hot dog.
this is where you screw. So this screws into here, snug, not tight, snug, with a
Or if
screwdriver.
we need somebody in the neighborhood to just come and fill up food and water,
Okay.
it'd be no big deal. But the dogs,
I think I need to go for another ride.
they go. Well, they're working on their bike.
I know. It might
It
not
shouldn't
go by
take
myself,
long.
But hot dogs are done
Thank you.
on the stove.
Oh my word, this would be me. POV, you're traveling and don't want to miss the sights, but you're also scared of heights. I would
Alright, so
still
you
be
got that?
crawling to the edge.
It's snug, right? It's
Yeah,
just
I
not
love it.
cranked because you don't want to crank it in
Yeah,
there.
I went as
It's
soon as I
brass,
can, like-
so it will strip if you go too tight. That's why you just snug. Alright, so this goes on. Then this goes in. This part here is actually from the go-kart. It did have a nice silver piece like this one. But I switched it. Should be fine. I would hold on a sec. I would go ahead and put this on, and then you could rotate this to where you want, because this is to drain the gas out of the carb here. So you could actually rotate it to an angle, and then you could snug that up. But if you want to snug it up now, we're changing that carburetor later. I'm just letting you know what everything is with this carburetor. And again, you don't want to reef down on it. It just goes, you know, just... Is it all? There you go.
Okay.
Need to tighten, not loosen. Hold it with the other hand, and then just work this with. Shouldn't need two hands for a ratchet.
Good.
All right. All right. So we left the gasket on here, right? And we didn't damage it because the gasket didn't come off with the original carburetor. Same carburetor. They're all for 196 cc's. So slide that in. This also has to go back on top up there. That pen should go in that black thing there. And then it should be able to, yep. Alright, push that in. You're going to want to put the throttle rod and the throttle spring back on in those slots you took them out of. That's stupid.
Stop.
And you're just starting to sound like a mechanic. Oh, my knuckle. Ow, ow.
I already told you no recording and stuff.
Dang, bit my
You
finger.
earlier with the chain.
Oh, that chain was not
Okay, I
being
just
nice.
got a reel come across my feet about a magnesium oil.
No, it's not down all the way.
It's
It
not?
needs to go, because see this little gap right here? The bar needs to go in that gap so it's not seated all the way in.
In this gap?
Let me see.
See this little gap right here?
Let me see what you're on.
See it?
Nothing.
That bar needs to come into here so that it's not seated down all the way.
What do you mean it needs to go in there? Oh, there.
There you go. See? Now when the gas goes in and out, it can rotate properly. So now you got your spring. And don't try not to bend your spring, just ease it in there because it's not a very strong spring.
scares me.
Go
Come on, dude. There we go.
There you go.
Stop.
All right.
I don't
So
wanna
that's
go
on, that's on.
whine and
So
cry.
now we need to deal with leaky gas again.
Where did it go on?
It goes on right there.
Ow. My knees.
So you got to move the clamp down, take the screw out that we use to stop the leakage, and then get it onto the nub of the carburetor here before we lose too much gas anyway.
What the heck? There we go.
So you basically tore a brand new motor apart because of leaky stuff and stuff. Now you're changing jets and carburetors around. And you've only ridden it once.
It didn't really go nowhere.
Now, if it still doesn't go fast, we can, the mini jet from the original one, we can put in and just leave the bigger lip
How
one.
the heck did you get it on there?
I screwed it. It's a screw, so screw it out. Oh, yeah, there you go. Is it coming out now?
No. It's hurting my fingers. Oh my gosh.
Oh, don't be a wuss.
I'm not being a wuss. I'd rather would have
As
stopped
soon as
a
this
while
comes
ago.
out, gas is going to come pouring, so you need to hurry up and get it on there. There it goes.
Oh,
You're losing gas. You're
I'm
losing
trying.
gas. Get it on there, girl.
I can't see it. Come on.
That's why we need a gas shutoff valve.
Yep.
Push.
I'm pushing.
Push.
Ah. It's not
Joanna,
freaking.
easy with her.
Push.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, girl.
I'm trying.
Don't yell.
Oh, frick.
Do I need to do it?
Impossible. Ow, frick. Wait.
Come on. You know, it's got to go all the way down, which means that clamp right there is got to go further up. So you can get that hose on there all the way. There you go. Push, 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 push.
Pushing.
Where the needle nose? The needle nose you can squeeze and push.
Ow, burn, burn, burn.
But you need to get far enough up above. Ooh, more. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. There you go. All right, now you should be able to bring the clamp down.
I'm sweating now. Which I should not be.
Get the torch to set the gas on the ground on fire.
It's on my hands too, so I wouldn't do that. My back hurts.
Your face is killing me.
Ow.
You know, every time someone at work says something hurts, I so wanted to say that, but I don't. Every single time.
You know what that makes you, right?
Old.
A marong.
That makes me old.
Dude.
Come on.
I'm
It's just
trying.
the clamp. Don't let it beat you, man.
She doesn't have to.
Dude,
Do I need to do that too?
I got it, okay?
We'll use the screwdriver to push the other back end down while you're pulling with the...
What do you even mean?
I can do it with my fingers. Do you just tell me to shut
Ow!
up? That's what you get. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, you just do it. 'Cause I
Me
got-
just do it. You got boo-boo.
It doesn't even hurt that bad, but my hands are shaking. Oh, stop! Paparazzi!
All right, clamps on. I had to do that for her because she got a boo-boos.
Oh, that's not why.
Mama smiled on it. She's like, that's exactly why.
No, it's not. I want it.
Don't forget the hose
know.
needs to go into the header in the back.
And just like that, you too could pass shop class.
Wow.
I'll just wait when the new carburetor comes in. You got to take the whole throttle cable off. This is all coming off because it comes with a brand new one. You're gonna have to mess with a whole bunch of stuff.
Goody!
Then we got to fine tune the air and gas intake on it.
Oh. You're not a teenager though, Jana.
Did you get the hose in?
Yeah.
See, and this is why I married a man.
What? So your daughters can be man?
What?
I didn't want that on video.
It wasn't even you. It was me.
Remember, you want it tight, but this is also plastic, so you don't want to
You
overcurrent.
need to learn the stuff I know because the guys you seem to be interested aren't going to be able to do this for you. So. Oh.
Like Julianne having to change
With Ethan?
dipsticks freaking oil because he's.
Ethan, right? I
think
know it
so.
wasn't Alex.
No, Alice can do it.
Alex can do it.
I was like, why? So stupid. Sorry. If your girlfriend has to change the oil in your car because while you're just standing there watching, there's an issue.
And yet, in the
But
same
I've
breath-
taught all my kids how to change their oil
and yet in
too.
the same breath, we're so proud that she can do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've taught everyone.
Disappointed in the guy, but proud of the
Once
daughter.
these ones all start driving, they'll learn how to change their tires and oils and whatnots too.
Like Jennifer, didn't she change her tires?
Yes, she did.
All right, that's good. You don't want to
She changed the
overcrank.
brakes, baby.
All right. So
Oh,
now
yeah.
this hose
Well, she
needs
had
to
to
get
take
put
the
on.
tires off.
Yeah.
All right, this hose needs to get on.
Hold on. Let me... Okay, there we go.
Put the hose on first and then the clamp.
This one's so much easier. Oh my gosh.
Well, that doesn't have gas rushing out.
That's true.
Honestly, we don't even need to put that on.
All right,
But-
Jonathan, my turn.
All right, put tools away. Well, let's start it up and then you can put tools
I'm
away.
not driving that
Yeah, because it
thing.
might not stop.
I would get a jug of water since you spilt a bunch of gas and just kind of rinse all the water, the gas down. Me personally,
So
you know.
Dad likes to burn up the oil, so the second he does that,
Yeah, but he's pouring that on the bike, I believe.
Yeah, on the bike, not the ground. I don't care about the ground.
Pouring it.
Well, you spilt gas all in through here, right? So I just yeah. Up in here, up in there. Everything should be nice and tight and watertight now.
I hope so.
All right,
You just
well.
screwed up.
All right, starter, see what happens.
Oh, sorry, didn't it?
You need to take the kills.
Ah!
Okay.
Stupid.
All right, let's see if the jet change helps.
Looks like it might be going a little bit faster.
Doesn't sound very good. Didn't sound very good. We might have to fine tune it some. What you doing, Jamie Lynn? Or what you been doing?
Working on the bike
All day.
all day.
Motor completely apart and put back together. Carburetor completely apart and put back together.
Multiple times.
Now we're adjusting the throttle. Don't overcrank it.
I'm not.
All this work to get the new carburetor in, which will fix most all the issues. Just so
And
you
then
can
we also gotta
just so
mess
you
with
can
the
ride it for the
brakes.
next day or two. Yeah, we need to do something about those brakes.
I mean, they're decent.
No, I don't think they're decent at all. Not for my fat butt anyway. But we are now bypassing the complete throttle linkage and connecting straight to the governor arm with zip ties so we get the proper throttle. What did I tell you this is called?
Huh?
What I tell you this was called?
What's
We're jury rigging it to make it work correctly. At least until the new throttle comes in, so it can all work properly. Or not throttle, but carburetor. Because that will be way better than this freaking carburetor throttle cable crap.
And then we won't have gas spilling everywhere.
But it can now haul my butt up the mountain. That means it can haul your butt up the mountain.
It did just a second ago. Without Jared.
But yeah, we got completely bypassing this throttle linkage. Bitch, when you pull the throttle up on the handlebars, this comes back and then it springs to the governor arm right here, which pushes the throttle arm to the carburetor. So we're completely bypassing this. So we got the throttle cable zip tied here, and then a few times here to the actual governor arms. Now the governor arm is the only thing. All this throttle linkage in here is completely bypassed.
Dad said no.
Get rid of that
So when
stupid
if
crap.
Daddy said no, you can't, honey.
Once the new carburetor comes, we will be completely bypassing the governor. Gonna take it for a test drive.
Yeah. Jonathan!
Jonathan!
I think Jonathan's gone.
Go for a ride with me, I'm scared.
I'm not scared, I'm just asking if he's
He needs
wanting
to
to
go
go.
back and leave her alone.
She needs backup,
Girl.
leave her alone. In case the dogs start chasing you at the bottom of the
if she
mountain.
breaks out. She needs someone
Dude,
to
I'm not
get
scared
out.
of a dog.
Those dogs are so obnoxious.
Well, I'm moving.
Afternoon coffee.
Coffee is like, for real, I was half asleep, man.
What is it, like 5:30
I
we're
have
drinking
no
coffee?
idea. I don't even care. It's my day
Coffee is not a morning breakfast drink, it's an all-day
off. It
drink.
is my day off, so I don't care about the coffee.
She's like, I ain't starting it up here, I'm gonna start it down there. Oh, stupid rocks. Hey, is the throttle stop on? Okay. What about, what, is the gas off? Is the gas off? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even have my glasses on. Stay in your lane.
Crank the throttle a little bit. Let some gas flow into the carburetor. No, I'm just saying, turn the throttle handle to allow some gas into the carburetor. And then put your hand on the brake, and then crank it. Where's the, crap, I'm having a brain fart. Where's the, where's, yep, that's it. I'm still having a brain fart. The other switch above the gas.
Yeah, I pushed that too. Not really.
On or off? So pull it back. And then start it. The choke, that's what it's called. I was having a complete brain fart. It's the choke.
Yeah, I couldn't think of it either, so.
Oh, hey, did you put the spark plug back on?
I guess that would help.
That would help. Gotta put the spark plug on or it ain't gonna fire there, girl. Put the choke all the way back to the other side.
Pay attention. Run into the wall. Kind of squirrely.
She's acting kind of squirrely. Kind of squirrely. Spitting up mud. How'd it go?
I feel way more comfortable on this than the other one, that's for sure.
You feel more comfortable on that than this one?
Oh yeah.
Why is that? Look at all the mud you've kicked up onto that motor.
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels more like I can control it more.
Well, it's a smaller engine. Let me see your back. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Look at all the mud on the back of it though.
But as I turned around from the yield sign, some guy on a sport bike came up behind me, and then he came up right beside me and gave me a fist bump.
There you go.
And
Nice.
then later on, after he passed me, later on there was two other bikers on more of like a Harley style, and I was in front. I was the leader.
Leader of the pack.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I'm totally like the leader of the pack right now. And we turned.
Apparently a guy on a sport bike met her at the yield sign and gave her a fist bump.
Why is the screen on?
Because someone probably didn't shut the key off all day. Mom, you never shut the key off. The battery's been running the whole time.